started. And off we go here in Cincinnati. A safe kick taken at the 5. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. First and 10. Opening carry of the game for the speedster, Devon Achane. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early. And we see it here. Nice first play pickup. Fresh set of downs.
On first down, Tagovailoa. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. And he will score. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins. That his first touchdown of the new year. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. Second play of the game, big touchdown, they strike first.
First run of the game here for Chase Brown. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Working out of the gun, Burrow. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. So now, after the penalty, a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Right back to Chase. He's got it again. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Here we go.
Throwing is Burrow. Try him again. Another one to Higgins. And he's into the end zone. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Folks, extra point is good. And the Bengals come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Second down and 3. In motion, it's Waddle. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And he's near the first down, stopped a little short of the 40. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him. And instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Higgins sent in motion. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now Brown. And he's going to pick up the first down across midfield and down at the 49. Now Burrow. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
They get 20 on the connection, and the Bengals going to have a first down. Burrow to throw. That is caught at the 3. And he will get into the end zone. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Bengals. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. After the touchdown, out is Bolt to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. That's complete. It's Jalen Waddle. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Tua, give it to Achane. And a short pickup here, brought down just shy of midfield. Here's a 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Tua. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they're on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tagovailoa. He's got his man. It's Hill. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter.
Dolphins 7.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Here's Achane. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Here now, 2nd down and goal. From the gun, here's Tua. To the goal line and in. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Miami. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
On the ground, it's Brown. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. They go play action for Burrow. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And he will go all the way. Andre Yosiba. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Now, Folk on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Bengals have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Hill brought in motion. Here's 2. That's taken in by Achan. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He's got it! And he will score! Jalen Waddle, touchdown Dolphins. A beautiful combination in the air there, the pass downfield, and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow. You'll find Brown out of the backfield. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll run here with Brown. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Burrow now. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. Burrow. For the sideline, brought in by Chase. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. That's Bradley Chubb. They're on the stop. Second down and 8.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw is Burrow. Here's a shot toward the end zone. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
A carry here for Brown. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down. Now, Burrow. He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
Folks' kick is good. And the Bengals get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Two and out on first down. Looking underneath for Achane. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop the clock. 24 seconds to go until halftime.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
To throw is Tua. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
That's caught left side. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. This one from 54 yards out. Sanders' kick is good. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Here's Brown. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Dolphins.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to throw is Tua. To the outside, that's caught by Hill. He had 2 touchdowns earlier, looking to see what he can do here in the second half. That grab gets them a first down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
On 2nd down, Achane. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. The return starts from the 5. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Burrow now to throw on 1st down. He'll try to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Now Tua. It is brought in the end zone. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins. 3 touchdowns for the game. His first 3 of the year. Now Sanders on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Dolphins will extend this third quarter lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Drive will start on the ground. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
On 3rd down, we'll try to get it on the ground. The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 11.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. And he's going to have a Bengals 1st down. It's a gain of 12 facing 4th down.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on 4th down, had they not gotten it, that's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation.
And he will go all the way. Andre Yosiba. Touchdown, Bengals. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. So now the Bengals and Burrow will come out and try to add 2. Back to throw. That is intercepted. Picked off by Tyrell Dodson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. A play fake. Now 2 at a throw. That's caught downfield by Waddle. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 38 yards. Now H.A. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. got his man at the 6. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a first down. Here's Tungo Bailoa. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
And he's going to lose yardage here. That's the way they'll switch ends as this third quarter has come to an end. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. From the gun, here's Tua. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that third down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this fourth down after failing on third.
Here comes a return from the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. First down throw for Burrow. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
And I think after that last sack, we're going to see a little bit of a change in strategy by the offensive coordinator. He decided to go empty. There's no one in the backfield to help with the offensive line, pick up blitzes, and even if you have some opportunities downfield.
This one intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Florida. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone. A shotgun snap for Tua. That's taken in by Achane. And he will score. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Miami. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, Burrow. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
taken in by Gesicki.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
On 1st and 10, here's Tua. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On 2nd down, here's Tungo Bailoa. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
The entire idea of the bootleg is to move your quarterback off of his normal spot. Buy some extra time for your offensive line and alleviate some of the pressure on the protection. But in this case, it seemed to me like the quarterback panicked a little bit. He went into survival mode and ended up leading to a massive loss.
3rd and long. Here's Tua. He'll get this into the hands of his running back. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make. I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you had things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Here comes a return from the 5. Now, on the return, he has lost the football. And the defense has it.
Here we go.
On 1st down, Burrow. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one. Now, Burrow. He'll air one out for Higgins. And he's into the end zone yet again. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. So now the Bengals and Burrow will come out and try to add 2. He'll drop to throw. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. And they will not be able to add with a 2-point conversion. So down 2 scores, they're going to roll the dice here with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game. You see teams really start taking some chances, and boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
On the handoff, this is H.A. And nowhere to go on that one. They lifted him up and threw him down behind the line.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Throwing is Tua. He's going to tuck it and go.
That's a smart play. Second down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable third down.
Here's 3rd and 7. Tua. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time. Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender. And you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete. But if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Here's Tua now on 2nd down. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Devon Achane coming out of the backfield. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tagovailoa. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with a 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Dolphins will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Gun. Dot. 11.
Burrow. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
2nd down, Burrow. In trouble, and down he goes. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
11 MT. Hey. 11. Here we go.
Burrow now. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Cater Kohu.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 33-yard line.
First and 10. Tua gonna throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Now Tua. He's got his running back downfield, and it's complete. And he's in. Come on, H-Chad.